I'm a college student. I am going into my junior year next semester. I honestly enjoy looking death in the face and walking away, but right now I am more nervous than I've ever been in my life. So, I'm going to be reading a lot of this, but just bear with me. It is quite personal. My parents were both saved and loved the Lord and me very much. And as a result of that, I was saved at age 12 and was excited to go and serve the Lord. But somewhere in that time, when I was 12 to 13, the Lord convicted me about a sin I had in my life. I told the Lord, not now. I don't want to get it right now. And then I kept saying not now, and eventually it turned to no, and then it turned to never. I just kept putting it off. I heard the story of Jonah, and I knew it as a kid growing up. And honestly, at that point, I started to think to myself, Jonah, what a loser you are. You can't even stand where you are and fight God. You have to run away. I'm going to stand where I am. I'm going to fight God, and I'm going to win. That was stupid, but nonetheless. So I determined that I would not give in. I let my sin put a barrier between me and my God. I wanted to be a tough guy. Not just tough in taking pain, because that's not too hard. Anyone can do that. But I want to be tough also in emotions. And as hard as it is to believe this, I thought the toughest men were hitmen, and so I determined that that was what I was going to be. It became my dream to be a hitman. I knew that a hitman must have utmost discipline to continue his work, so I started to live my life by some very bizarre rules. I started to be fake to be kind and likable, but not get close to anyone. That's putting up barriers. I had no addictions that would impair my ability to kill. Always be ready to be prepared to kill, always be alert for death, and get rid of emotions, or at least have them completely under your control. I got this list down and determined that I was going to launch after I left the home when I was about 18. I pretended to show gratitude and faked having emotions, but in all reality, I had gotten rid of those. I didn't have love, I didn't have joy, I had no peace. I even forgot what it was like to feel those emotions. I was so far from God. I had nightmares every night, horrible nightmares, and absolutely frightening, but I was determined. I'm not going to give in. I am going to fight God, and I will win. My parents did two big things for me, though. They taught me to read my Bible every single morning, and they prayed for me every day, and even prayed with me, and had family devotions. They were the best parents in the world. When I was running from God, I didn't want to read my Bible. I was like, no, not happening. But my parents must have been praying because when I didn't read my Bible, I would actually get sick. And so you know what? I read my Bible. So I read my Bible, but I was not going to listen to what I was reading, and I was not going to let my parents' prayers take hold of me. I was going to do what I was going to do, but my parents kept praying. And through that and my Bible reading, the Lord finally broke me when I was 18. I had to relearn everything. My parents and we had talks, and I started to tell them some things that were going on. It was very painful, and I can't tell you all the the pain that I've had because of my decisions, and the pain that I've caused others because of my decisions. But I can tell you that I asked God to give me pure love and emotions again, and He did, and I'm very grateful for that. But the big question is, how does it become your dream to become a hitman and kill people? How does that even happen? That just is sick. And yes, it is, but it's very simple. Two things for me. It was resisting God and setting up barriers. Teenagers, let me encourage you, please, don't resist God and set up barriers between you, your pastor, your parents, your teachers, the people that want to love you and help you. Don't set up barriers between them, please. Young adults, let me encourage you that God can use you no matter where you've been in life. He loves you and wants to have you be used for His service. Not a bad master like the devil. He loves you. And then, parents, let me encourage you, please, no matter what happens, never, ever, ever stop praying for and loving your children. You don't know what it can do. It's done it so much for me. To sum it all up, joy in sin is just a facade. Just follow God, please.